To see all of you here. Sorry, I got a little bit delayed. I was just finishing up on my calculations. Let me just turn off this big waste of energy battery, kind of. I don't even know if this thing is working though. Give me 1 second. Let me just see if this camera works or not. Well, okay. I am just going to shut it down. All right, everybody. I'm here. Thank you so much, everybody. I so appreciate all of you being here. I know there was a little bit of a situation in terms of. I know yesterday I said I was going to schedule it for what's the word, 11 o'clock, but I completely forgot about it. I actually volunteer on Saturdays, not all Saturdays, some Saturdays, and I had forgotten that the time of my volunteer thingy anyway. So what happened was I ended up, let me just tell, I was like, oh my God, I made this commitment of doing this live, and then anyway, so I couldn't, call them and say, hey, I can't make it. So I changed the timing of the live, so I do apologize for that. Give me a thumbs up if you can see me. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Welcome to all your family. So there we go. All right. So can I say hello to Debbie, Delvin, TD, Araceli? How are you? I haven't seen you in a while. Rachel. So there we go. This, I wasn't so sure how many people would actually be interested in this, because this is a little bit, politics. Thank you. What is this saying now? This YouTube drives me insane, y'all. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming as such view. Oh. What do you mean? YouTube is crazy. YouTube has lost its mind. Never mind. We just let it be. Y'all can see me. If there's a little bit of lag, I do apologize. So, couple of things I wanted to touch on that we did yesterday. When I did the... yes, I am awake. I got a text message from one of my buddies here saying that, hey, are you awake? I'm like, yeah, I'm awake. So I volunteer from 8 a.m. to 2:30. So I left a little early, 2 o'clock, came home by 3, and then I barely had time to kind of sit and eat something on. I couldn't lay down because I had things to do, and I was like, well, whatever, this is the way it's going to be. So here we are. I wanted to take a nap, but I couldn't. Y'all, I'm all over the map. So yesterday, remember, hi Delvin. Yeah, it was supposed to be at 11 o'clock in the morning, but hey, clash of thing. I should have remembered. Anyway, we did that whole reading about that, and I do have the recording of what transpired, or what was recorded in my Spirit Talk app, and I'm not going to open it or show it to you all now. I'll do a separate one for just us, true family members, so you all can maybe figure out what it says or what it doesn't say or whatever. It never, different people hear different things, right? So for me, maybe I hear something and maybe you guys will hear something different, and why not put our heads together and come up with what it is. I have a feeling it was Kim Porter. And another thing, y'all, so today, when I came back home and I had a few minutes, like I was goofing off with that, and I was trying to send it to my email so I don't by mistake erase it on my phone on the app. And then I just asked, hey, is Ethan Chapin, I'd like to communicate with Ethan Chapin. If you're here, please do communicate. The usual, first you make sure that you are safe, your aura is safe, and your aura is, not going to be hijacked by negative energies. So after going through all that process, I was like, hey, and then I got a male voice saying just 2 words, but it was kind of long drawn. And then I was like, okay, I asked another question because I wanted to be sure, and I said, whatever, and I got another response, but it was again a little drawn out, and the second one I couldn't kind of make out. All that I'll play. I will dedicate a Saturday or a Sunday for just this, and I'll send out invites if any of you are interested. You can join in, but I'll schedule it in a bit, not just at the moment. So, okay, let's read and tell. Hi from Texas. Hello. All right, y'all. So this is it's going to be a little bit tricky. It may not be to the calling of everybody, and I do apologize for that if it doesn't, scream your name. It is all about this. Hi, Shadlan. It's all about this drama that's going on in the Middle East. I had been discussing this with, a couple of my buddies, and I was actually having a conversation with one of my friends, and I said, nah, I truly believe, again, let me preface this by saying this is for entertainment purposes only. These are my observations and my opinions, and allegedly do your own research, do your own due diligence, and draw your own conclusions. In my humble opinion, I truly believe that the start of the Third World War, as we would know it, as modern man would know it, I believe the engine has been started for that. I truly hope I'm wrong, but I think it is. So having conversations with a couple of other folks who I've known for the longest time, somebody who I really have a lot of respect for, in terms of the esoteric stuff, just conversations we have. And we all kind of put our heads together. It's 5 of us. We put our heads together and figure out, each one does their own calculations and see, what each of us comes up with. And it was super duper interesting. Like, we were all like, what the hey, it's, what is going on over here? And all of us agree that it has been, oh, my voice is going in and out pretty bad. Okay, sorry. I don't know why. There's nothing else going on over here. Hi, Sherlyn. Hi, TD. Yeah, there's nothing else going on here, y'all. I don't know what else to say. I just now turned on the fan because I got these big lights going on. So I wonder if this has got something to do with energy, but hey. So the engine has been turned on, and actually we do believe that how sometimes when you crank a car and then it doesn't start, it kind of sputters and it stops, and then you try again and then it starts. The first initial crank, I do believe, was the Russia-Ukraine situation. And so if you want to take that to be the actual starting point, one would arguably say, yeah, that is. And then the actual time when it actually cranked up was, I believe, when this whole Israel situation, October, whenever, coming up 2 years. Oh, by the way, does anybody have the exact date that the Israel-Hamas situation started? Y'all keep in mind, October 2nd or 3rd, we have a solar eclipse. Think about that. That's pretty hectic stuff, right? So yesterday, I think Susie Q had posted, I think it was October 3rd, she said, 2nd or 3rd. So go figure. It's been a year since, this Hamas-Israel stuff started, right? It was last year. And go figure. Isn't that crazy? You know what? I'm looking at the camera and I'm going, why is my face crooked? I don't know if you all can see it. I feel like this side, I hope I'm not having some sort of a paralytic stroke or something. Do you all see it? I don't know. Anyway, it's not about me. All over the map, right? That's the way we start, right? So what I did was, I got the dates of birth, okay? I don't have the time of birth. So me and my buddies, when we did this, it was, everybody's clapping, thank you. Hi, Vexing Vixen, how are you? So I'm going off the date of birth, the city, and country of birth. Now there is a little bit of a situation here, because Palestine occupied Gaza, or is it part of Israel, or is it part of Jordan, or whatever, however that plays. So I've just put it down as Palestine. So the longitude and latitude, it may not be exactly, but because of the geopolitical map the way it is these days, okay? So keep that in mind. So the key players, here I'm going to name them to you. Benjamin Netanyahu, obviously he's a premier of Israel. Then I have this guy called Ali Khamenei. I spelled his name wrong. Okay, basically his name is Syed Ali Hosseini Khamenei. He is considered to be the supreme leader of High Crystal Pink. He is considered to be the supreme leader of Iran. In my humble opinion, these are the main characters. Of course, I haven't taken into consideration, whoever our next president is going to be, who our current president is going to be. I haven't taken into consideration Russia and Ukraine, their leaders. I'm just keeping this to the Middle East part. I haven't even gone into Egypt. I haven't even gone into Jordan and all those places. Gets too complicated, okay? So now we have Mosa Ali Marsuk, Khalil Al-Hayar, Khaled Meshal, Yahya Sinwar, who are all key players of the top brass of Hamas, and Mahmoud Abbas is considered to be the Palestinian president. Okay, so this is what I am working on. Of course, you all can go check on the internet, whatever. So for Benjamin Netanyahu, I have his date of birth as October 21st, 1949. Now, there are a couple of things that I found very, very, very interesting here. Listen, every single one of these people here, y'all, have got very strong energies. I'm not going to go into the details of their astrology, and I actually didn't do numerology on this because it's going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people. We'll be here for 3 hours today. So Khamenei is an Aries, Sun, Moon, and Mercury in Aries. Okay, Khamenei, Ali Syed Hosseini Khamenei is considered to be the supreme leader of Iran. He's a conservative guy, right? Very strong Aries, okay? And his Venus is in Pisces, Mars is in Capricorn. All right? Then Benjamin Netanyahu, he's got Sun, Moon, and Mercury in Libra. His Venus is in Sagittarius, Mars in Leo. The Mosa Ali Marsuk, Sun in Capricorn, Mercury in Capricorn. Okay, check this. His Moon, Venus, and Mars is in Capricorn. Sun and Mercury in Capricorn, Moon, Venus, and Mars in Aquarius. I apologize. So for Mosa Ali Marsuk, Sun and Mercury is in Capricorn, Moon, Venus, and Mars is in Aquarius. Very strong energies. Khalil Al-Hayar, he's got Sun and Mercury in Scorpio. His Moon is in Gemini, Venus is in Sagittarius, Mars is in Cancer. Then Khaled Meshal, his Sun is in Gemini, okay? Moon in Capricorn, Mercury in Gemini, Venus in Cancer, Mars in Aquarius. In my opinion, Khalil Al-Hayal and Khaled Meshal are a little bit closer to each other in terms of agreements. Not that they are, in disagreement. They are all top brass of Hamas, so they are all in agreement with each other. But these two guys, Khalil Al-Hayal and Khaled Meshal, are a little bit more in sync with each other's thought, a little bit more in sync with each other's thought process. Then we have Yahya Sinwar. His Sun is in Scorpio, Moon is in Scorpio, his Venus is in Scorpio, his Mercury is in Libra, and his Mars is in Leo. Then we have Mahmoud Abbas, who's considered to be the Palestinian president. His Sun is in Scorpio, Moon in Cancer, Mercury in Scorpio, Venus in Libra, Mars in Capricorn. If there's nothing else that is glaringly obvious, it is this. Every one of these people, okay, except for what is this guy Al Khamenei and Benjamin Netanyahu, they all have pretty strong and Masaka. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 of these people out of 7 have very, 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 very strong Capricorn energies. And that kind of leads me to believe, hey, hello, this all started in October of last year, and we're coming up to the solar eclipse, and we just had a lunar eclipse, and what's going on here? Did any of you figure out the date that the I should ask Mark, he would know that. So let me see, when did the Israel Hamas 2023, I think it is October 5th or 6th, right? Let me see, it'll pop up here. October 7th, there you go. So remember I said with the eclipses, lunar, solar eclipses, they're usually 3 to 6 months. So think about this, y'all. Literally within 3 days of the coming solar eclipse, okay, you are going to have this whole brouhaha happen, the first year anniversary. Now, where is this solar eclipse happening? Let's look at that also. Let me see. Give me 1 second. This is the solar eclipse in October. Give me 1 second. It is going most likely Libra. I think it's going to be, here you go, y'all. Let me just pull this up really quick. Give me 1 second, okay? Come on, buddy. I hope I don't click out of, oh, are you going to be funky here? No, it's not going to work for me. Y'all, believe it or not, my computer is actually freezing on me. So I am not going to get into this. Oh my goodness. Come on, buddy. My computer actually froze on me. If you can hear me, just so you know, my computer has just frozen on me. Oh man. This thing better. See, it's not doing anything. Oh my God. Okay, y'all, I can't even see y'all. I can't even see what comments y'all are leaving because my computer is actually freezing on me. So I assume it is still working and you can still hear me and see me, but I can't see your comments. It's frozen on this ding dong screen here. So I do apologize. Give me 1 second. My God, what a freaking mess. Come on, man, don't die on me. Are you freaking serious? Oh my goodness. I can't even unclick this thing. Some stupid ad is running here. Why is this doing this though? There we go. There's a hot chance I won't be able to read your messages. It's very bizarre. How frustrating, y'all. So frustrating. What are the odds that we'll have technical issues? Oh, it's glitching. I don't know. The internet is perfectly fine on my end. I'm on 5 gigahertz. Picture keeps freezing. Don't know what's happening. I have no idea. And sound is in and out. I do apologize, y'all. Everything is perfect as far as my audio is concerned. Everything is on. The settings are on. I'm not messing with it. Everything is fine. I have no idea why it's glitching. Press, okay, exit pages. Oh my God. And sound is, maybe a restart would help, but if I restart, I may lose the whole setup. That's my issue. Oh my goodness. Come on, man. What in the world? Why does this happen? There must be a reason why this is happening. And I was thinking about it, because I'm pulling cards for some seriously, well-known people, right? Oh, don't know, y'all. Don't know. See, if I restart my computer or restart the whole program, everything is going to go off. I might lose y'all. I'm running out of battery also as far as this is concerned. I'm just going to keep going. Hopefully it'll just fix itself. I hope so. Y'all, so frustrating. Come on. My computer, what are you doing, dude? For real. What are the odds that this would happen, y'all? So frustrating. Hang on, everybody. We've got to fix this. There's no point. Hey, honey, is the internet glitching? All right, everybody. I just checked to see if my internet was glitching. My internet is actually glitching. So even if I restart this, there's really nothing I can do about it because it'll continue to glitch. So there's really nothing I can do, y'all. I sincerely apologize. Restarting it is not going to resolve it. Oh. Yeah, I agree. So I do apologize, everybody. Restarting it is not going to resolve it because I do believe this whole thing is going to continue to glitch or whatever. So we'll just leave it. We'll just get on with it. So I'll just pull cards and we'll see, what's going to go on over here. Restarting will not help, not one bit. Show me what I need to see. Exit pages. Even that is not working, Doofus. How odd, no? The energy is so extremely bizarre. Never expected this. That can stay there. Very weird energy, y'all. Man, even the cards. What is going on over here? What is going on over here? Okay, thank you, Rachel. Thank you so much. I was very concerned about it. I got your message, Rachel. Thank you. Oh, jumps forward and freezes. This is somebody from The UK, just keep going. Yeah, okay. We'll just keep going. I got a message from somebody from the UK. It must be, I can't mention names. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, let's do this. We got it. Show me what I need to see. Show me what I need to see. Okay. We have Sagittarius. Okay. We have Taurus. We have Aries, a lot of fire energy. Are we surprised? No, we're not. How can we be surprised? We have Leo. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like wands, like all action. One more card. Gemini. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my goodness. This is crazy, y'all. I mean, this is really crazy. You can't make up this stuff. So I have Sagittarius, Taurus, Aries, Leo, and Gemini. These are the 5 major energy cards that I've got. Now think about it for a second. So Benjamin Netanyahu's Venus is in Sagittarius. Khalil Al-Hayal, who's a Hamas top brass, his Venus is in Sagittarius. Keep in mind, I said Venus. Okay. Then, okay, that's that. Then we have Taurus. I don't have any Taurus over here because I've only taken the top. Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, and Mars. I haven't considered all of the other things. Then let's look at Aries. Guess who's got Aries? Aries, Sun, Moon, and Mercury. It is Ali Khamenei, who is considered the supreme leader of Iran. Go figure that out. Go figure that out. Okay? And then we have Leo. Do we have any major? Yahya Sinwar, his Mars is in Leo. Okay? And then Gemini. Who do we have in Gemini over here? Khaled Meshal, who's also a Hamas leader. His Mercury is in Gemini. So think about this. So this is pretty intense energy, and so I would say sorry about that, y'all. Okay, I got to. Thank you. Okay. Khamenei and Benjamin Netanyahu and Yahya Sinwar and Khalil Al-Hayal. These are the people I think are going to be quite critical in this. Okay, not that the others are not. They are all leaders. They are. Now, what this leads me, obviously, there is a very, very strong element of action, needing action, the fire energy in Taurus and in Gemini. So we have fire, we have earth, and we have air. So a lot of communication, a lot of flip-flop also in terms of Taurus is considered earth energy. It could be real estate. Of course, Venus is also real estate, etc. But this is, I do believe, between Netanyahu and these guys. Clearly, you have Netanyahu and these guys on one side. There is that very strong trying to catch the bull by the horns, but the bull is kind of saying, no, I'm not. So this tug of war is going to continue for a while. Now, here's the thing. Obviously, there is a fight against, geography. We know that we want our territory. That's what this is all about. Having said that, there is going to be a very, very quick flip, if you will, from one particular leader of, I don't think it's Netanyahu, but one of the other guys, there is going to be a quick flip over there. So they might come in. They are, I want to say that individual or that leader or whatever faction he is supporting or whatever, there's going to be a quick changing of sides over there. It's like the talking from both ends. And then there is going to be like, oh, you know what? At the very last minute, pulling the plug and saying, now I'm going to support these guys. That is what is going to be very, very critical in terms of this whole drama going to the next level. Okay, that's all I'm saying. It's very critical. So does this mean that this is going to stop? Is it going to deteriorate? No, it's not. I think I said it in the last reading. I said people may think, oh, they're going to peace, and no, not at all. It's going to escalate. Absolutely, it's going to escalate. So let's see. So that's 10, 12, 17, 17, 8, and then you have Gemini over there. And the 8th house is, is there's a lot of so the one faction, the Hamas faction, and whoever is supporting them, there is a little bit of hidden secrets over there also, in terms of maybe somebody playing two games, and the house of transformation, the 8th house. So there is a lot of that going out. And keep in mind, y'all, how much of scorpionic energy we have, and considering we have this lunar eclipse coming up on October 2nd. Now, October 2nd actually is not Scorpio season, it's Libra season. Having said that, like I said, there's a lot of energies spill over from 3 to 6 months, right? And keep in mind that October 7th was when the whole drama happened, the bombing or whatever happened last year. So the eclipse falling just at that time is very, very, very crucial. Now, Libra, as we know, right, Libra is ruled by Venus, and it is an air sign. And Netanyahu has a lot of Libra in him. He's got the Sun, Moon, and Mercury in Libra. So he is going to be pretty much impacted as far as this is concerned. And I would actually caution him to be careful, because I think it's going to be very, very critical a period for him. I hope they have heightened security for him. He's got to be really, really careful. He would be considered, he is the head of Israel, right? So, and him having such strong Libra, October 21st is his birthday, so, which is Libra, right? So, y'all, he's got to be super careful. Netanyahu has to be super duper duper careful at this point in time, I'm saying. All right, we have the Chariot card, and under that I had the Judgment card, so it was hidden. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune, so much of energy over here. Then we have the Hangman, the Star card, and then we have the Empress. So let us take all this into consideration. So with this Wands energy, intense Wands energy on Sagittarius, we have the Wheel of Fortune and Judgment. Now, what is the Judgment card? Okay, let's look at that. It's Pluto. What is Pluto all about? Pluto is all about it's regeneration, right? It's transformation as well, right? So there is going to be a pretty substantial transformation that is going to happen, which is going to affect globally, but more so Netanyahu. So whether it's going to be to his benefit or not, we'll wait and see, but I will caution that he be very, very, very careful. We also have 7 over here, which is the Chariot card, and the Chariot card is Cancer. Do we have any strong Cancerians over here? They have Moon in Cancer, Venus in Cancer, Mars in Cancer. No, I won't consider that. So with the Chariot card, he has to focus. He has to focus on maintaining the equilibrium, maintaining the balance, because this is a very, very critical time for him. The support that he's getting could very quickly shift and change. But having said that, if he is considering, even for one moment, if there's any pressure on him to say, reconsider and change a thing, he's going to be like, you know what, yeah, there's a time to forgive and forget, which we've already passed. This is the time to make sweeping changes, and after that sweeping changes is when the rebirth of this country is going to be. So he's also holding strong. It's a very critical time, very, very critical time, and I strongly believe that the engine has been started for the event. I truly hope I'm wrong, but I truly believe the Third World War has started. Okay, now whether it's going to be to what level, that's another question. Then with Taurus, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So Wheel of Fortune is a Jupiter card, right? And the Wheel of Fortune says nothing is stationary. Things are constantly moving and changing, and it's right under the Taurus card. And who rules Taurus? Guess what? Taurus is ruled by Venus, and it's the Earth card. So this constant changing, that dynamics of not just the geopolitical map or the borders, but also the political premiers, the heads of states. There is going to be changing in that, and that actually, the changing of the heads of states, considering these 7 people I'm talking about, is greatly going to impact who holds authority who has authority over that particular patch of land. Do you get what I'm saying? So there is going to be like a whittling down of these people, and that is going to greatly impact who is really going to hold or have control over this particular bit of land and this whole situation. But even though, even if, let me preface this by saying this is for entertainment purposes only. These are allegedly my observations and my opinions. Please do your own research, do your own due diligence, and form your own conclusions. Even if Israel wins the whole situation, let's call it an argument, okay, wins, they may be, so then technically that means they hold power over that patch of land. They will, they will turn around and they will make amends and may give in a little bit, if you know what I mean. So read between the lines, okay? Moving on. Then we have Aries, and then we have the Hangman. So even if there's a little bit of negotiation, they win it, they occupy, they come to some sort of a negotiating settlement, and even then, once that has happened, it's not like it's going to be implemented right away. There is going to be a long period of hold your breath, hurry up and wait, sit on your hands. And the Hangman is Neptune. And Neptune does talk about, confusion, illusions, this, that. This is going to cause a lot of chaos. This is going to cause a lot of hyperactivity, hyper alertness, a lot of chaos in terms of the mindset and the principles of heads of states regarding the powers that are, primarily for these people who are, in those two parties, opposing parties, but the factions, if you will. But I will say this is greatly going to affect America too, greatly going to affect us. It's going to put us in a little bit of a situation now. I'm just going to say that, obviously it will. But 12 months, y'all, 12 months is going to be the period of, okay, we have come to an agreement, but actually, everything sounds good on paper, looks good on paper, but implementing it. So for that, there's going to be a period of time. And I don't foresee any kind of settlement happening really, at least for another year. I don't foresee that. Moving on. Then we have Leo, and then we have the star card. So who do we have in Leo? This guy, he's the only one in Leo, and Benjamin Netanyahu. Yeah. So I will not be surprised if there is some sort of a help or an assistance or agreement or coalition or a let's sit and talk type of a situation. I do believe there will be such conversations that will happen before this one particular faction is completely destroyed. And I'm not going to mention the name of that faction. You all go figure out, okay? The weaker faction at the moment. It isn't Israel, so go figure. There will be some sort of a let's sit and talk this out, but it is driven by ego and really just to say, look at the effort I am making to find peace. It's really not going to go very far. Now, the star card is an Aquarius card, and Aquarius is ruled by Saturn and Uranus, which are strong planets, don't get me wrong. And who is this Aquarius over here? Very strong Aquarius energy we have over here. We have Mosa Ali Masuk, who's got Venus in Aquarius, Mars in Aquarius. We have this guy, Khaled Meshal, who's a Mars is in Aquarius, and very strong Aquarius energy. So the internal squabbles, internal shifts of power, and internal passing on the baton or also elimination of certain powers that be is going to have a major shift in this. So yes, I'm not going to mention names, y'all. If you're not keeping up, if you're not catching up, then I don't know what to say. So next, moving on, we have the Gemini card, and then we have the Empress card. So Gemini is ruled by Mercury, right? And it's an air card. So it does talk about intense mercurial energy. Mercury is also associated with, speech, communication, your skills of negotiation, etc., etc. And then you have the Empress card, which is Venus, and it says, okay, hold on, where's the abundance, where's the security, where is the support? Are you able to back up what you're saying? Are you able to back up whatever you're negotiating and you're promising me? Yeah, it all sounds good on paper, but are you able to back it up? So that is another spin on this. And then there will be a lot more airstrikes. I'm just going to say there are going to be a lot more airstrikes. It's plain and simple. There's nothing one can do about it. So I'm not going to do this. Yeah, I'll take this. I was actually quite keen on doing individual astrology, tarot readings for these guys, but I was like, gosh, that'll be like a whole series, like 20 days. And we haven't even considered the drama that's going on in the Indian Ocean and all that, and what the Chinese government is doing and all. We haven't even gotten into all that. Very, very unfortunate. Also keep this in mind, y'all. We have the lunar eclipse, right, on the 2nd or 3rd of October, and November 5th is our US elections. So think about that too, the impact that's going to have, right? Changing, really, really crazy times at the moment. But a lot of action. So Wands energy is all about action. Wands energy is not about, oh, let's think and see. It's not about, oh, we need to feel. It's not the Cups energy where it's the emotions. It's not the Air energy where it's all the talk and the verbal. It's not the Swords energy where, again, Air energy. It's not the Pentacles where it's all the earth and the money and all. It's taking action. It's action time. So pretty intense. What are the odds that you'd get Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo all together here? Very rarely have I seen those cards pop out, So I would say this coming Sagittarius season will be quite intense, going on until. So keep this in mind: the Sagittarius season now, the Aries season next year, and the Leo season next year. So we have Ace of Cups, then we have the Eight of Swords. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles. Finally, a Pentacle shows up. Then we have the Eight of Wands. See, Wands and lots of eights. Yesterday also, if you all remember, I got a lot of eights yesterday, isn't it? And then we have the Four of Wands. Here we go, another Wands energy. What are the odds, right? What are the odds? Okay. So yes, in terms of Ace of Cups, I'm going to say over here, there is a chance that Netanyahu may actually have to step down. There is a baptism, or well, I shouldn't say baptism because it might offend the sensibilities of Israelis, because he's Jewish and I want to be respectful of all religions and faiths over here. There could be a baptism or an initiation of a new leader. So again, how is Netanyahu going to play out and handle what's happening? Because this is a pretty intense time for him, considering he's on October 21st, literally like 2 weeks after the eclipse, right, on October 2nd, which is Libra. And he's Sun, Moon and Mercury Libra. He has to be careful. There is a chance he may actually, first and foremost, he has to be very careful for his safety and security. Secondly, careful about how the power shifts in his country. So there's a high chance he may be replaced by somebody else, or maybe initiated and kind of made aware that moving on, he is going to be the leader of the other part of the geographical map. Then we have the Eight of Swords. Now, Eight of Swords, sure, a lot of anxiety. Now, what this is making me feel, and no, this reading is not just about him. What this is making me feel is he is pretty concerned about being incarcerated. It's weighing heavily on his mind. I shouldn't say incarcerated because human rights violations or whatever kind of stuff. But he is also very, very, very much under stress. As obviously he would be, his country is at war, but they are. So we are in October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. Until May of next year, he's going to be under a lot of supersonic stress, like a lot of stress. Then you have the Ace of Pentacles. Here, there is a chance of him, like if he gets past being overthrown, like his power being toppled or he's removed from the seat, he's going to move on to hold the keys for his nation. He's going to be in prime position. Now, in the traditional tarot, it talks about new investments, new opportunities, new job, yada yada, right? The Pentacles, which is the Earth card, but Pentacles is also associated with governance, with money, which is, what do you call, man, am I having a moment here? Business, right? It also is associated with buying and selling, and basically the financials of a nation, right? So where are we as far as that is concerned? The economics of, my God, I forgot the word, the economics of the country. So there is a new chance, there is a chance of a new door opening as far as that is concerned. Then we have the Eight of Wands again, lots of eights over here. Eight of Wands here says, yes, there are opportunities. There are also going to be multiple choices in terms of weapons use. Of course, we all know that, right? But supply of weapons from different allies, having the ability to pick and choose, he's going to have that support. And then you have the Four of Wands in terms of being able to safeguard, being able to secure his home, meaning his country, right, the borders. So I have a feeling he's sitting in a pretty good position, except there's a little period of time where I say he's going to have to be a little bit careful as far as his security is concerned, and also if somewhere behind the scenes somebody is trying to topple him from his position as the premier of his country. So let's move on. What are the odds? What are the odds? So then we have the Queen of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, Three of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. Queen of Chalices. Okay. I'm about to keel over. The alliance, the dependence. So chalices, cups are Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. The dependence, the leaning towards the alliance, towards, I would say, America, also from a particular monarchy in Europe. He's going to have a lot of support there. There's going to be some support over there. Six of Wands. Man, this guy's victory. But at a cost. Obviously, war, there's always a cost. And then you have the Three of Swords, and then you have the Knight of Pentacles. victory at a cost, the cost showing that there is a little bit of betrayal, so he has to really take care of his safety and security. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles, and then a offer of economic and alliance that's going to help him. So either way, I think he's sitting in a much stronger position than one would think. I know there's a lot of back and forth, some countries are supporting him, some are not, yada yada, all that stuff. But if he's got a brief period of time where he's got to be super careful, other than that, I think he's sitting pretty good. Now what I want to do is I want to actually take out some cards and see, because obviously Iran, as we know, is supporting Hamas, right? We know that, right? So I want to take out some cards for both of them and see how that works out. So let's see. This thing still hasn't fixed itself, y'all. What a mess. So far I haven't gotten any text messages from my buddies here, so I assume it's working just fine. I got one deck for him, and I'll do one deck for this Khomeini guy. And just so y'all know, it's not just Iran that is supporting the Hamas, as we obviously know. There are other factions that are supporting Hamas too. Okay, so for Benjamin Netanyahu to oh my God, he's got so much of Wands energy, and on this side we'll do this guy, Ali Khamenei Syed Hosseini. Earth, Mercury, Jupiter. Are you kidding me? Well, let's see. All right. So remember I said that Benjamin is Libra Sun, right? A Libra Moon and Libra Mercury in Libra. And Khomeini, he's got Sun, Moon and Mercury in Aries. Oh my God. Think about it. Air and fire. So what the heck does air do to fire? It fans the flames and incites it and makes it fire up even some more. Go figure, y'all. Go figure. But, okay, let's say Netanyahu has got water, Leo and Sagittarius. Khomeini has got Earth, Mercury and Jupiter. Oh my God. I hope that this is a good message. You are good for now. Okay, thank you. I was a bit concerned about that. So hang on one second. So 24, 29, 37, that's 10, 1. So, and he's got 20, 30, 40, 48. And plus 4 is 14. Okay. 5. Eleventh house and hang on a second, 29, right? 30, 31, 30. Yeah, that's 11, 26, 36, 41, 49, 59. 11 and 5. Hang on one second. So Netanyahu, that has the 11th house, the house of gains and social circles, very prominent, and Khomeini has the house of the fifth house, which is the house of creativity, intelligence, also does talk about speculation, etc. Now, check this out. This guy's got water and wands. This guy's got earth and air, and then he's got Jupiter. I'm going to say Ali Khamenei is absolutely going to continue to incite, instigate, add to, and also okay, thank you, add to and also inflame this whole drama. He is I truly believe without his support, Hamas is really not going to have that much of a standing. So if at all there's anybody, I believe, based on what I'm seeing, again, this is for entertainment purposes only. Allegedly, do your own research, do your own due diligence, draw your own conclusions. These are just my observations, my opinions. It is true. They are absolutely supporting Iran. Hamas. Absolutely. Why else are these Hamas guys going and hiding out there? I mean, they're also hiding out in Dubai, or Middle East somewhere. Let's see. Hermit. The Fool card. Oh, this is not going to end well, y'all. Absolutely not going to end well. I will tell you that for a fact. This is not a good situation for the leader of Iran. As much as he may incite, as much as he may instigate, as much as he may add fuel to the fire, he is not sitting in a very good position. Okay. Now, as far as Netanyahu is concerned, he's got the Hermit card 9, which is Virgo. Okay. Now, keep in mind, Virgo is an Earth card, and Virgo is strategic thinking, planning, looking inwards, trying to reassess, come up with a plan. So the ability to constantly tweak and change and replan and revamp and relaunch and reconfigure, that power they have. Okay. Whereas here it's the Death card, and the Death card is Scorpio, change, rebirth, transformation, and ending. But it's also Mars. Now keep in mind, this Khamenei has got Mercury and Jupiter. So I am not so sure about his longevity. I will just say that. I don't think there is going to be that much of, the longevity, questionable. And in between all of this, we have the Fool card, which is Uranus, change, risk-taking, and new beginnings. So, yes, I am not so sure about the longevity of the leader of Iran. So, go figure. Read between the lines. Read between the lines. As opposed to Netanyahu, because like I said, Netanyahu has got a little bit of a situation. If he overcomes that, he's good to go. So we had these 3 cards pop out. We'll take it. The 7 of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the World card. Really, actually, a little bit of, even though the Queen of Swords is a little bit like, yeah, dude, whatever. Oh, this one is hiding here. Okay, we'll keep them like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll take this card for this guy. Okay. I need another deck for this chap. I'll just take this because it's right here. Okay, we have 1. Walking away, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I will say this right off the bat. Alright, let's go. So 7 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, the World card, Queen of Pentacles backed up by the Knight of Wands and the 2 of Wands for Netanyahu. So what this is saying, 7 of Pentacles, continue to work hard. As much as continue. It's an ongoing process for them. They're going to, it's not something that they'll be able to switch off, wake up one day. Of course, they have the ability, as far as the power is concerned, the firepower is concerned, to say, hey, you know what, we can just be done with all of it. But obviously, there are repercussions for taking such action. So there's a lot of thought put into it. But there is going to be a great effort put in to continue to work to work towards. I cannot say that Israel has not put in its enough effort to mitigate the problem. Okay, what I'm trying to say is they have put in so much effort to mitigate this whole problem with the Hamas, with the Palestine. So nobody, in my opinion, my observations, I feel they've really done quite a bit to be able to say, okay, y'all, let's not let it get ahead of us. So anybody accusing them of not doing enough, I don't buy into that thought process, but everybody's entitled to their opinion, okay? And then you have the Queen of Swords. Now, Queen of Swords popping up over here, it does talk about, self-sufficiency, being totally honest with where exactly they stand. He stands as far as his country is concerned and his global presence. The World card does talk about a complete completion of a whole cycle, right? So it's like going through all of this. It's complete rebirth. All of this drama, there is a total rebirth as far as Israel is concerned. Okay, total absolute rebirth. This is like really good cards. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles, and then we have the Knight of Wands, and then we have the Two of Wands. So I do believe that with the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands, after this situation is over and done with, there's a chance that there could be somebody else come into power in Israel. And as far as the Knight of Wands is concerned, somebody who has the ability to take the country forward with and implement more changes and more, like, not afraid to take action, if you will. There's also an alliance. Remember earlier I told you there could be somebody in the European nations that is going to be very supportive or tie up. That is going to still continue, okay? Be it the United States or in Europe. There is a country that is going to absolutely back up these guys. And then you have the Two of Wands. Now, Two of Wands does say waiting for the results to make a transformation, waiting for the results, based on the results, will make a choice, and that choice is going to be absolutely transformative. But here's the thing, the transformation, as much as they want it to happen overnight like this, it's going to take a few, it's not like one giant leap of faith and you're on the other side. It's progressively, it's structured, okay? I have my money on Israel. Now on this side, on Netanyahu also. On this side we have the Eight of Cups, Four of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. Here's the thing. Walking away towards isolation, towards giving up, towards laying down your swords, towards physically not, I will just say, this is a card he's got. Emotionally walking away because of this. The legacy, being in charge of that legacy, and the power is going to be given to somebody else. That's it. I'm not saying any more. I showed you all the cards. Read into it what you will, because I also gotta be a little bit careful, you know. I like my life. I love my life. I want to live. You know what I mean, right, you guys? I think this goes there and this goes here. So let's say this. I'm so bummed at the moment because I can't see the comments, and it's kind of pissing me off because that interaction is not there. And let me, I don't know, maybe if I close this, y'all, seriously, this thing is not. Learn more. There's some stupid thing over here. Maybe this page is some bullcrap page, maybe. That's why I got screwed. Oh, what? No. Hang on. No, remind me later. I don't want to install anything now. Good Lord. top. I'm so sorry I can't see your comments, y'all. I really wanted to, I have a couple of people who have my cell phone number, so maybe if you see any questions that are glaringly obvious, you can just text me and say, okay, so and so has a question such as this or whatever, and I could answer it. I'm going to put away this deck. Absolutely, y'all. In my humble opinion, I do believe the switch has been turned on, the engine has been started, the motor is running. As far as what I feel is the Third World War. People may not like it, but such is life, I'm not ending the reading. I got more to do because I really want to see. I'll do another one because I have the thing for the countries, like for example America is a Cancer sign. Countries, they have their own horoscopes, right? I can look up that and see, am I holding it correct? See which of those countries would actually, their reaction, their involvement, their whatever in terms of this drama that's brewing up in the Middle East. The war in Ukraine, I remember saying the war in Ukraine is not going to simmer. Oh, it'll all subside within a couple of months. Hell no. Who said that? What's that, going on 2 years now? Or coming up 3 years now? This March is going to March of 2025 is 2 years or 3 years? I want to know what the issue. See what I need to see. Okay, let me see. Okay, no questions yet. Alright, that's fine. I don't know how many people are even watching this, so thank you. So, I want to say another thing is, how they talk about in Christianity, and again, the line of the rose and whatever, right? There are different lineages going back all the way to Christ. If you all read all of the theology or whatever, you all can understand all of that. There is, based on what I'm seeing here, there is a clarity, okay, a second bloom, if you will, by humanity, by the world, in terms of revisiting, rethinking religious faiths, belief systems, religion as such globally. Now, I will say this, y'all, because this is truly what I believe. I believe no religion on this planet is a bad religion, okay? It isn't. In my humble opinion, again, these are my observations, these are my opinions. Do your own research, do your own due diligence, form your own conclusions. It is the interpretation of a particular religion by certain individuals that suit their convenience, and using that as a weapon to control, manipulate for their own ends, for their own benefit, is what is bringing a bad name to certain religions, right? That's my humble opinion. And human beings, for the most part, we are all followers. So the moment you bring that God element into a conversation, into a thought process, into a belief system, into an agenda, for some reason, people in general tend to buy into it a lot easier and blindly follow, because there is a fear. Another thing I would say is this whole term that is being thrown around by certain individuals. I have, Islamophobia, or phobia of Christianity, or phobia of Hinduism, or phobia of this, or phobia of that. Phobia basically means fear. So are you really afraid of that religion, or are you just not in agreement with what they're saying? I don't think people even realize when they say, oh, Islamophobia, they just throw it out like whatever. I mean, like, rethink what you're saying. Like, what do you mean by that? Are you afraid? Why should you be afraid of any religion? If you either believe in it or you don't believe in it, right? So I don't understand that. I don't know why they use in context again, hey, I don't know everything about everything. It's very unfortunate that certain people, certain mindsets, and in the name of power, in the name of religion, that having that power, having that control, is what has driven so much of drama, so much of terrorism, so much of this, so much of that. And I also have said this time and time and again. Oh, not many people. I thank you. That it is very unfortunate. I don't believe the situation in the Middle East is going to be resolved amicably ever, and I've been saying it for a long, long time, unless there is a big brouhaha, which is very sad. And again, the moment you take a particular religion or faith and twist it and tweak it and make it like something else, it becomes a cult. So that's what these guys are doing. It's all a cult, right? So anyway, let's stop with that. I mean, you can get into the military aspect of it, do the reading for the military leaders of these countries and all, but that's really going in a different direction. For the couple of people who like I said, 4-5 of us who get together and do all of that, we have some great conversations, but we keep that very private, because that's a completely different level of astrology, numerology, etc., etc. Let me take this. So I did say November, right? November, when is Aries season? So Sagittarius season. So think about it. The building up is going to start, and Sagittarius season is, say, from the middle of November, going on all the way until maybe the middle of December. Then we come back to Aries season of next year. And then we go on all the way until the Leo season of next year. Very crucial time for the world as a whole, I believe. I truly believe that. Let's do this. I had said that this November is going to be pretty intense for the United States. In one of the readings I had done, it is around election time. Yeah, you can say, well, what's new about that, Kirtana? Any country when there are elections, there's always upheaval and drama. Sure. It's going to be pretty intense, more than what people expect, or more than what people thought would ever happen. So keep that in mind. Again, it's not fear mongering. This is just my observation and my opinion. You know, there are certain steps I'm taking, for my own, peace of mind. But the nuclear threat is pretty real. As much as certain governments may be saying, no, that's not going to happen, it won't. Think about the number of countries in the world that actually are nuclear countries, right? Have nuclear weapons. It's a real threat. It is a real threat. People shouldn't kind of, just say, oh, it's not going to happen. It is a real threat. The sad part is there are a couple of countries that should not have the nuclear weapons. And they do, because they are not responsible people. They don't care about the repercussions, the after effects. It's instant gratification. Oh, it's ego driven. I'm going to just, do this and be held with it, but they don't realize that they themselves also are going to be hurt, severely so. But oh my goodness. Oh yeah. I'm going to take all these cards because these were all not even going back into the deck. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. 6, 7. Shoot. Not good, yeah. Exactly 15 cards. Wow. What are the odds that would happen? Give me a second, everybody. Seven of Cups, the World card, the High Priestess, Seven of Wands, Three of Swords, the Hangman, the Nine of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, Ace of Cups, the Lover's card, Three of Wands, Five of Wands, Two of Wands, and Four of Cups. Think about this. Let me see how many major arcanas do we have. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 major arcanas out of 15 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4 Wands cards. 1, 2, 3 cups, 4 cups, 2 pentacles. Everything has shown up. Wands, air, cups, and pentacles. It's all shown up. This is not a good time, in my opinion. This is actually causing me a little bit of stress. It's not a good time, any which way you look at it. Seven of Cups. Too many choices and commitment issues. That's for the Middle East. Okay, I'm talking about, let's say, the Middle East and Hamas. It's like, oh well, it is what it is. Blood has been spilt, but we gave you choices. You didn't. So, oh well. That's the attitude. That is the attitude towards the world. They will not stop. They will not give in. They will not give up unless they are completely stopped, which is very unfortunate. So, as far as terrorism, Hamas, Hezbollah, they're all terrorist organizations, I truly believe. Even though it's at the cost of spilling their own blood, they're like, oh well, literally, oh well, what are you going to do? That's the attitude. That's the attitude towards the world. So even if the world is kind of burning up, they're like, oh, well, whatever, very unfortunate. Then we have, oh my God, then we have the high priestess, okay, followed by the seven of wands. The high priestess is a moon card, and the seven of wands does talk about defending yourself against competition. So being careful, being cautious, and when I say defending yourself against competition, it's not necessarily competition, defending yourself against, period, okay? Because there's still people who are going to be wearing masks, even though the city is burning in the back, even though the world is burning in the background. People are still going to be wearing a mask. People, as in certain countries, leaderships are going to be wearing a mask and say, oh, well, yeah, we'll just wait and watch. That attitude. Major betrayal. You will be surprised at what I'm seeing here. The country that one would think, countries that one would think would be supportive of this cause, they're actually going to in the last minute try to back out, but unfortunately a little too little, a little too late. Then you have the hangman. So once this whole process starts, there is going to be a period of time where things are kind of going to quieten down. And when it quietens down, there is a prospect of saying, you know what, all right, fine, now let's, things are quieting down, everything is fine, let's try to kind of move things around, fine, take a deep breather, we all got what we wanted, kind of a little bit of self-sufficiency, we don't have everything that we wanted, but we kind of got what we wanted, let's move on. And then you have the legacy type of a thing. So as much as I would say, I hate to bring, another religion into this, but as much as I would say that the Vatican has been keeping quiet, funnily enough, they are going to play a little bit of a crucial role in this. Okay? So moving forward in terms of that legacy, leaving the self-sufficiency and leaving that legacy, okay, and being fulfilled and satisfied for the world in general, there is a very crucial role that a couple of countries are going to have to play in this. And as much as the Vatican may take a stance of neutrality, they are going to be drawn into this. Are they the ones who are going to be the deciding? No, they're not, but they will be drawn into this. One could argue that they would have, if they had their way, they'd be neutral and be out of it, but unfortunately they won't. So once they get involved in it, I do believe there is going to be a slight shift, because they do have the Vatican does still have the power to influence certain countries that are predominantly Catholic. And then you have the Ace of Cups. So with the Ace of Cups coming here, there again would be like, okay, look, there is a great need for you to do this, and we will support you as far as this is concerned. So there is a partnership that's going to be, but at the cost of spilling blood. It is. And you go further down, you still have another partnership pop up, which is the Gemini over here. Partnerships will be created by certain governments simply because, how shall I say it? Not because they have to, but kind of sort of because they have to, because that's what they're left with. Does that make sense? And then you have the Three of Wands, right? Three of Wands is, talks about teamwork, expansions, traveling, opportunities, followed by the Five of Wands. There are three countries, if you will, three prominent governments that are going to be, I want to use the word, I'm being told to use the word annihilated, but I think that's too strong, eliminated, wiped out. And then you have the Five of Wands, Two of Wands, and the Four of Cups. The Five of Wands over here, okay, think about this. The Five of Wands is right at the bottom of the High Priestess, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands. So, the Five of Wands over here again says all this fighting, all this whatever, as much as there has been an economical crisis that this has caused, the end result, whatever, right? It's going to take a long time to overcome that. So not only, of course, war, it costs money, right? It's going to create so much of devastation, but this crisis, it's like scrambling to take action. There are certain governments over here that are going to be scrambling to grasp at whatever they can, because it's like, oh, we better kind of, that's a hurried attitude. Otherwise, like fighting for your position, fighting for your safety and security, absolutely fighting for dominance. And then Two Wands, again, decisions will be made at the cost of what? A wolf in sheep's clothing. So when they're scrambling to make certain alliances and partnerships, there is a little bit of deception over there. They have to wait and watch. But will they? No, because it's like so much of devastation in terms of population that what are you going to do? You don't have a choice but to. And then you have the Four of Cups. So even though there is a chance of things coming out of this, the mankind, humanity, the world going past this and saying, thank God we missed the bullet, dodged the bullet, whatever, there's still a feeling of unfulfillment, dissatisfaction, but can't help but have to accept it type of a thing. Hang on one second. Wait. Let me see. I would like you to know that all of US OGs are here too, please. Oh, yeah, I know she's been asking for one. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Susie. Thank you. I'll answer your question in a bit. Let me finish this and I'll answer that. When I saw that number pop up, I knew it was you because country code, right? So I think it is you, right? Eight of Swords, 15, 16, 17, Aquarius, and then we have the Knight of Pentacles, Four of Swords, whoa. Six of Wands, followed by Four of Wands. Eight of Swords, complete elimination of a particular government or a particular country or a particular people. Complete elimination. Also a change in terms of, see, now the energy shifting is not just limiting to the Middle East, it's almost moving to problems in Europe as a whole. Complete elimination of a particular individual. Seriously, or a people or a country. The shifting of power, let's say from democracy to communism. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles over here, which is like, yeah, you know what? I understand the gravity of the situation. I have to rewrite the history books, and I'm not afraid. I will rewrite it. There is going to be a demise of a pretty major, God, y'all, this energy is taking me in such a different direction now. I'm like, a demise of a female world leader, prominent world personality, female, in government, be it in politics or monarchy. Damn, why is it bringing all that? Okay, Six of Wands and then Four of Wands. So yeah, there's going to be a shifting of power. There's going to be an elimination of a particular people, government, transformation of the way governance is in a particular section of the world. And then moving forward from that, yes, it's like victory at the end of the day. And Four of Wands, it's like, yeah, there is success. We're able to come home victoriously, but there is a price because there is so much that has been lost. This is taking off in a different direction, y'all. I hang on one second. All right, this is this. So I'm going to stop this because we can go on and on and on and on endlessly, and I suppose it would have made sense if I had done all the countries, but I was very curious to look at these are the key players, y'all, as far as this Hamas and what you call this guy Netanyahu, Israel is concerned. So like I said, I will repeat this one more time. Ali Syed Hosseini Khamenei is considered the supreme leader of Iran. I considered his date of birth, etc. His chart. Benjamin Netanyahu, obviously the premier of Israel. Musa Ali Marzouk, again he's one of the top guys in Hamas. Khalil al-Hayal, Hamas again. Khaled Meshal, Hamas. Yahya Sinwar, Hamas. And then Mahmoud Abbas, who's considered to be the current Palestine president. So these are the only people, 7 people, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people who I considered because they are in the immediate circle, right? That's what I considered. So I wish I could see your comments, but apparently nobody has any questions, which is fine. So hang on. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop with this and I'm going to answer a couple of questions. I had actually said this in the beginning of the reading that that voice recording that I have, the spirit record, y'all, I swear, I just freaking saw something move over here. Anyway, so I will do a Zoom for just us. I'll send out invitations. I'm not going to make it for everybody just because, not everybody understands and even appreciates these things. And I want to be respectful. And maybe at that time I could even ask specific questions. But I will set up a Zoom. Just give me some time. I kind of need to figure out how. Of course, I'll do it on a Saturday and when I'm not volunteering. But I was also saying for those who might have joined joined in late. Today when I'd gone for my volunteering, I came back home, etc. I had a few minutes and I was just piddling around with that recording. I didn't want to erase it, so I was trying to send it to my email. And for some reason, I had this random question I wanted to ask if Ethan Chapin was there. And the first question I asked, I got 2 words, a little stretched out. Then again, I asked the same question again. And there was something said again, 2 words, but I couldn't make out what that is. So, it is what it is. I'm excited. There are a couple of other things also that I want to do as far as this is concerned. This particular tool, app, whatever you want to call it. I think it's just a tool. I'm still playing around with it. So we'll see how that works out. But y'all, I sincerely apologize for this whole drama we've had with this. And it's so bizarre because, I've noticed sometimes when pretty much all the time, you guys will attest to it, whenever I do these readings that are pretty kind of, what's the word, as I said here, important, salacious, not salacious, you know what I mean, there's always some sort of an issue with the technology. I'm like, why though? Like, why? Why does that happen? You know? But it happens. So who knows? Thank you for being patient. And the reason I changed my time from 11 a.m. in the morning to now 5 o'clock in the 5:30 in the evening is I had completely forgotten that I had committed to volunteering, and I actually was there 8 something to whatever. I came back home at 2:30, 2:45, 3, something around like that. So I do apologize for that little bit of a change as far as scheduling is concerned. I'm going to stop now. I again thank you all so very much. I appreciate you. Stay safe. Have a great weekend. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave your comments below, and if you'll have any requests for any other readings, let me know. And again, please know that I may not, if I